What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Fire Falcon 97 here, coming to you with a statue review of the Dark Horse Halo Infinite Master Chief PVC statue. Picked the statue up from Best Buy. It came out last year around September, I believe. It was supposed to come out in anticipation of the game coming out in September of 2020, but that ended up getting pushed back. And I think you were able to get this with a pre-order of one of the versions of the game for the Xbox, the new Xbox. But you can get the statue separately at Best Buy. I picked it up sometime last year. It's actually been sitting in a box along with a lot of my other PVC statues, just waiting to be unveiled. I'm probably gonna be knocking out a few videos of some of those PVCs in the coming weeks. It's really just a matter of storage space for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box before I get in detail with the Master Chief over here. So here's the box, complete with a nice big ugly Best Buy sticker slapped across the window there. Pretty simple design. I never display my statues in boxes. As far as PVC statues go, I'm not worried about damaging it in a move because I'm going to secure it in a box. It won't get damaged. It's not like a bigger quarter scale piece that is incredibly fragile. So on the side, simple look at the Chief, and complete with my reflection of my studio light. On the back, shows you a couple different views. No information whatsoever on the back as far as, information on the character or anything like that, or lore. I think they're counting on you just tossing the box away, which is perfectly fine by me. You see the Dark Horse logo right down here, and UNSC marking on the side. Window up top, Halo Infinite, and ages 14 and up, adult collectible, not a toy. I don't really need them to tell me that, but it is what it is. So, simple box. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of the way. Like I said, he measures about 11 inches tall from the base all the way to the top of the helmet, about 7 inches wide. So not too big of a footprint. If you don't know anything about the character, he is also known as John 117. Him and several other children were abducted as kids for a super soldier program. They were originally meant to fight insurrection, as they were human insurrectionists on the outer colonies, and that's why the Spartans were created. Of course, while they were doing that, Earth ended up getting attacked by the Covenant. So they ended up having to step up and fight the alien invasion, and the Spartans ended up being the greatest weapon against the Covenant, and the Master Chief was the hero of the war. He's been the protagonist in almost all of the Halo games, except for a couple of them, all the best ones. They went back to a simple armor design with this one. I like it. It's not my favorite, but they kept it very simple. Halo 3 was actually my least favorite armor, but some of the earlier ones that this is kind of going back to, very simple, very low key, same ugly ass green design, but it is what it is. I'm a blue guy myself. Actually, my Spartan in Halo I think has silver armor, silver and blue, but getting back on topic here. Pretty good paint design. For 60 bucks, this is a good value on a statue. Like I said, PVC, a little bit above the Marvel Gallery type of statue that you find for about $45. The detail on this is great. Pretty simple design, like I said. If you look closely, the paint apps are pretty good, but you can see some shading, a little bit of wear and tear on the edges of the panels. You can see some darkening in there. Now, some of the pictures I saw, this battle damage here on his chest was a little bit darker. I don't know if it's the light hitting it, but it's not as obvious on this. I'm getting a little off center here. But overall, it looks really good. One little minor thing I noticed is on the muzzle of the assault rifle here. It's a little bit crooked. I kind of tried to mess around with it a bit, but I could probably heat that up and straighten it out, but I'm probably going to leave it the way it is. Other than that, the details on the rifle look good. All the armor, like I said, if you look in the nooks and crannies of all these plates, you can see a little bit of weathering. Looks like he's seen some battle. This guy in the continuity of the game was in service for, I believe, 30 years that this war went on. I'm sure if I'm wrong, somebody will note it in the comments and probably tear me a new one, but I don't care. Pretty big Halo fan, so I've kept up with some of the things. I've read some of the books, but I like the story. I'm a fan of the Master Chief. And like I said, for 60 bucks, you can still get this at Best Buy from what I've seen. Best bet would be to check online to find out if it's in stock before you get it. But it's definitely worth a pickup if you're a fan of the game. I'm actually waiting for that game to come out before I actually buy the new Xbox. So, in the meantime, I got my old games to keep me company, keep me occupied. So, if you pick this up, let me know what you think. Comment in the comments below. And let me know.